Nobody talks about how insane the adjustment period would have been if King Von got dropped into the NBA because the first month would not look cool at all. It would look ugly. Everybody imagines highlights immediately. Posters, game winners, tunnel fits. But basketball does not care who you were before. The NBA has embarrassed Olympic players, college legends, overseas stars, due with documentaries already made about them. So when King Von somehow entered the league, the first thing that disappears is the fantasy that he's instantly dropping 30. That's dead immediately. The actual story will be whether he survives long enough in the league to become something. Now, if we're building this seriously and turning it into a meme, we gotta assume Von actually committed to basketball instead of music and developed through high school into adulthood. Because if we're dropping rapper King Von straight into the NBA at his actual career path, he's getting cooked, respectfully. But if basketball became the timeline instead of music, now that gets interesting, because his personality weirdly fits sports. Competitive, confident, emotional, plays with edge. You can already imagine the clips. One bad whistle and the camera cuts to him staring at the ref like he just got personally offended. Coming into the league, Von probably doesn't enter as some polished superstar. He probably feels like one of those second round picks fans weirdly become attached to. A wing, a 5'9" wing. Not elite at everything, but plays hard enough to force minutes. Coaches love effort until effort becomes 4 fouls in 8 minutes. That would probably be his rookie experience. Some nights, 12 points, and everybody says he's next up. Other nights, 2 for 11 with 5 turnovers, and people start making compilations before the game even ends. The season narrative starts changing around December because fans always overreact. First 10 games, people call him a bust. Then he strings together 3 20-point games, and suddenly people start tweeting stuff like the league ain't ready. That cycle never ends. And honestly, that's where the human side starts showing up. Imagine a guy whose whole identity was confidence suddenly realizing everybody in the NBA is confident. Every defender thinks they're the best. Every bench player thinks they deserve 30 minutes. That adjustment hits harder than people realize. Around mid-season, he finally starts figuring out what his actual role is. Not trying to be the franchise guy, not trying to score every possession, just playing his lane, defending harder, cutting more, taking open threes instead of contested pull-ups. Because NBA players learn quick that bad shots become bad percentages real fast. Maybe he averages something like 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Nothing insane, but enough where people stop laughing and start paying attention. And this is where analytics quietly enter the conversation. Not the annoying version where people throw spreadsheets at your face. Just simple stuff. Maybe the team notices lineups with Von defend better. Maybe his on and off numbers look stronger than expected. Maybe his transition scoring actually becomes efficient. That's how players survive. You don't always become a star. Sometimes you become a guy coaches trust because possessions stop dying when you're out there. Then the personality becomes the actual attraction. Every season has those players where fans say, I don't even root for the team, but I watch for him. Von probably becomes that. Not because he's averaging 30, but because every game feels emotional. One night he's talking to the crowd after a huge dunk. Next night he goes 3 for 14 and gives the shortest post-game interview of all time. You know fans would eat that up. By year 2, expectations would get dangerous because now people expect improvement. And this is where most careers split. Does he chase highlights or does he actually improve? The good version of the story is he slows down, works on footwork, gets stronger, stops trying to prove himself every possession. Suddenly averages jump to like 17 a game. Defense gets better, team starts winning more. Not because he became some cheat code, but because he stopped trying to win every game alone. Eventually the conversation turns from can he play to what kind of player is he actually? That's where the comparisons start. Not superstar comparisons because people ruin players doing that. More like tough shot creators, competitive guards, guys whose energy starts changing games. And every fanbase starts doing that thing where they saw everything they knew before everyone else. Nobody knew, they never do. And honestly, the funniest part of this whole timeline is basketball fans pretending they saw it coming after spending half the season, calling him overrated. That's sports. 1 month you're a meme. Next month, you're making 2-hour compilations titled The League Created a Monster. Meanwhile, the player is just trying to survive an 82-game season. Ice on his knees. Remember the game tomorrow and starts at 7:30. In this version of the universe, King Von never becomes some unstoppable legend overnight. He becomes something way more believable, and honestly way more interesting. A guy who slowly earns respect until one day people look up and he realize he belongs. But that's the video, y'all. Let me know if y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.